asked her, without me even knowing, asked her if she might be interested in coming to my next birth, which, I mean, I kind of think is a lot to ask because babies are born at weird hours and births can take a long time, and it's something that you have to wait around for, and she's not my family member, and I'm not paying her, and I'm not asking. I mean, I didn't even ask her, you know. I mean, I of course would love to have her there, but well, it turns out she said yes, so we'll see if she can make it. But even just that she would consider that means the world to me. And another thing is she lives like an hour and a half away from where I live and where I'm going to be delivering. So for her to say yes, that's a lot of traveling and sacrifice, I guess I would say. So anyway, that was really touching at the open house. I also saw somebody who I hadn't seen since I had Mila, and that was somebody who gave me like breastfeeding support. And like most local areas have breastfeeding support centers and stuff. And it's just a tender time, you know, after you have a baby, and if you have questions, it's really nice to be able to ask somebody and just bounce things off, like, is this normal, is this not normal, whatever. La Leche League is really good for that too. However, I hadn't seen her, and I really liked her, and I got to see her too, and she was there, and she looked different. Her hair was longer, but obviously I remembered her, and I just had to tell her how good she was at what she did and how much she meant to me. So the open house was fabulous. They are also offering at the it's kind of a well women's center. It's just one midwife and her daughter, is my midwife and her daughter. She does yoga and well women's workouts, belly dancing, stuff like that. So I, for the past 2 weeks, have been taking prenatal yoga, and I've actually been taking it with my best friend, who, I don't know if you remember back in, I don't know, I think I was like 25 weeks along or something, maybe 20, maybe less, don't quote me. I was getting ready for a wedding, and I was making these big fluffy flowers, and I was making banners, and I was just really excited for my friend who was getting married. Well, it turns out now she's married, and she is expecting. So we are pregnant together, which is unbelievable. I mean, we've been friends since we were 8 years old, and I never would have actually thought that we would be living in the same town and pregnant at the same time. So I am completely thrilled. And so she's been doing the yoga class with me, which has been unbelievable, just to have that experience. And I really enjoy the class. So I'm going to continue going until I have the baby. I'm not sure if I'll be able to go after because of childcare, but just having Mila and bringing a newborn baby would be hard to do, I think. So I may not be going after, but we'll see how it works out. I bought some supplies for the birth. There's just a few things that I need. I got underpads, which are like, if you work in a hospital, they're called chucks. They're just like a plastic liner with kind of a cottony stuff on top that absorbs any liquid that might happen. I got a pack of those. I got a pack of diapers, like adult diapers. So like after my water breaks, it's kind of nice to have something like that. Honestly, I really didn't like wearing them last time I had Mila. I put them on, and it was like, I really felt like just a pad would be better for me. You know, it wasn't like gallons of water or something. I felt kind of weird wearing these big diapers. But I did buy more because that's one of the things my midwife likes us to have. And I also bought maxi pads. So obviously after you have a baby, you have to use those. And So I got those, and I'm ready to go with what I need for this particular home birth. I don't know, I'm pretty sure I told you, we are doing a home birth, but it's at the midwife's house, and at her house she has everything else that we would need. She has oxygen, she has plastic bags to put the placenta in, she has, you know, all those other things that like normally midwives would ask you to supply, kind of for yourself. Nightgowns, she has nightgowns, towels, warm, you know, compresses, all that kind of stuff. She already has that, so I don't have to worry about buying any of that because she has it all right there. Some of the things I still want to get, I want to get breast pads. I need to get some of those, but usually your milk doesn't come in for a few days after you have the baby, so I mean, even if I had the baby like right now, like I would be fine. In a squirt bottle, you can just use like any squirt bottle that you have. I mean, as long as it didn't have something toxic in it or something. But it really helps, like after you have a baby, to go pee. You just squirt it as you pee, and it kind of like dilutes the urine, and it reduces any burning that you might have. In the hospital, they give them to you. Nora actually had one last time that she gave me, but I don't know where it is now. I don't have it anymore, so I need to either find one, something that I could use, like a honey bottle, you know, the kind that has a little bear. If it has a little squirt spout, that can work. So I don't know, I'll just keep my eye open. If I don't find one, I'm sure she'll have another that I can use. So I'm now waking up every night. Every single night I wake up. And that's not that big of a deal, except for I cannot go back to sleep until almost right before she wakes up. Which, you know, I would love to be able to sleep in, but that does not happen with a toddler. So, yes, I'm a stay-at-home mom. However, that does not mean that I'm laying around eating bonbons and resting. I'm very busy. I have a child that's demanding. That's why I keep looking around. So, let's see. Yes, so I wake up every night. It's almost clockwork. Between 2 and 3 I wake up, and it's just, I have to go potty, and then I need to get comfortable, and then I'm too hot, and then I'm just awake. And I can lay there or I can get up. I've tried just laying there to go back to sleep, and it just doesn't happen. So, past few times I've been getting up, I've done some weird things. I've wallpapered my laundry room in the middle of the night. I've been sewing. I made a quilt. I actually made 2 quilts. I made one for Mila and one for the baby, so their room will kind of match. Not a big deal. They aren't like amazing quilts, but I did do that. So, okay, let's see. What else have I been up to? I had a baby shower on September 15th, which my friend who's pregnant threw it for me, and my other friend who I babysit her little son, and I also, I've known her forever too. We were in Girl Scouts when we were kids, so, and what's funny is that we don't even live in the same town anymore. We just ended up in the same town. So she threw my 2 girlfriends threw the shower, and it was really, really fun. It wasn't, I don't need baby items, so what I need is support right now, and I need to just focus on this baby because I haven't. And so the shower was more just to not necessarily shower me, it was just to celebrate the upcoming life and show support, and for me especially to just start thinking about it. It's like, oh my gosh, I know it sounds funny, but like I really have been busy, and I haven't been, it's different with the second child. Like I am not sitting there feeling my belly all the time, thinking about all these great things, and you know, I am helping her stay busy all day and doing other things. So that was really nice to just focus on the baby and think about the baby, and I hope she doesn't knock this over. Let me get her a little stool to, you can color on that, okay? So one of the things that I did request for the shower, sounds kind of funny, requesting stuff, but is food. So I requested that everybody bring a dish that I could freeze and then reheat after the baby's here. And I just think that will be the most helpful thing for me. Like, you know, all those cute little outfits that people get to and everything. It's like the baby outgrows them so fast, and just to not have to cook for that first couple weeks, and to know that I have some new and interesting things in the freezer. That's kind of cool for me. Especially, I don't like to cook. Not that I don't like to, I'm just not very good at it. And, you know, it's a battle every night. So that's what we did for the shower, and it was really fun. At 36 weeks, which was last week, we did belly mapping, which is, it's where the midwife, or even you can do it to yourself, you feel the position that the baby's in, and by knowing the position of the baby, you can determine if you need to flip the baby or move the baby so that it's in a position that would be most preferable for birth. There's a website out there, and there's also a book, and it's called Spinning Babies. And you know, knowing the position of your baby can actually prevent a C-section. So, like, it'd be really nice to know if your baby's breech, right? Like 37 weeks along, you could have your baby any moment. So the Spinning Babies helps you determine the position of your baby. And my midwife actually drew the position of the baby on my belly so I could see it. And what was interesting is this baby was in the exact same position that Milo was in at 36 weeks. I got a picture of it. And we did the belly mapping at 36 weeks last time, so. Belly, huh? She loves a belly. You're being silly. We're almost done with the video. So my iron has been low. It went up and then it got low again, and that's, I think, because I have had the absolute worst heartburn ever. I mean, it makes me so sick. I lay down and it's up in my throat and it's so uncomfortable. So I tried taking the prenatals, which have 150% of your daily value of iron in them. I just want to see if that would work. For a whole week, I took like between 4 and 6 of those pills every day. And a week later, my iron had actually dropped like a whole point. So I'm now back to taking Floradix. I'm sure I showed you the bottle last time I was taking it. It's like that. And I decided to stop taking it last time because I thought maybe I could improve my diet, and it's kind of expensive, like between $35 and $40 for the bottle, and it only lasts like a couple weeks. So, you know, I just kind of was trying to save money, but it's not helping. So the Floradix is absorbable. It's easily absorbable, and you don't get constipated from it, and it's just a really easy to take supplement. And I'm taking 20 mLs 3 times a day, a half hour before I eat. And last time it shot my iron up like drastically, so I highly recommend it. I mean, it's sometimes just iron pills don't do it for people because it's not as easily absorbed. So I'm back on that, and you know, I really could deliver anytime, so I'm sure I won't. I don't feel like that's gonna happen anytime soon. She just knocked the chair over. However, she came right on her due date, so I don't expect to be pregnant a lot longer than my due date, so that's just maybe my wish, I don't know. But I want to make sure my iron is up before I deliver, so that's what we're doing. I'm taking the Floradix. And the last thing is that my belly muscles, you can see, I don't even know if you can see, I probably have the camera in some weird angle, but I keep holding my belly like this. It hurts so bad, and I know I'm being a wimp, but like these muscles up here are like separating or something, and it's just like, I want to like push them back together. That's what it feels like. And at the end of the day, like right now, you know, it's getting late. This is the time of day that it just bothers me so bad. I'm just like so uncomfortable. And I remember when I was pregnant with Mila at this stage, my back was hurting. Well, my back's not hurting at all now. It's just these muscles. Like, it just feels like they're on fire. They're just burning. And I'll go ahead and show you my belly. I know you can see my popped out belly button, but I know the lighting is really bad, but if you look, it's almost like it's just air right there or something. It's so weird. And Mila loves my belly. This is the part, it just really hurts, like all through there. So that's my one like major complaint. I mean, the insomnia is a little sucky, but the belly hurting right there kind of sucks. So that is something I have to deal with for a few more weeks, I guess. And you want to swing? But I'm sorry, I do not have a measuring tape. I don't know where it is, but if I find one, I will go ahead and write down the measurements on the tab there. And I will get back to you sooner, hopefully this time, not weeks on end later. But, oh, my Strep B test came back. I think I mentioned that I got my Strep B test done at my midwife's office. Actually, I did it myself, and then we sent it into a lab. And it came back negative, so I'm really, really happy about that. And I think I'm going to leave it at that. I'm probably rambling way too much. So I hope you have a wonderful evening, and you're silly. And I'll talk to you soon. Cookies. Sit down, okay? I don't want you to fall off the chair. Have a good night. Did I show you my belly? I think I showed you the front of it. Here. Can you see it? Where's your belly, Mai? Is this a baby? Mai? Hey, is this a baby? She's ignoring me. Can you believe that? Anyway, yeah, it is pretty darn big, I think. So, have a good night. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.